He knocked like he didn't want to be heard. 3 soft taps, a pause, one more. Christmas Eve hummed quietly behind me, lights dimmed, whiskey untouched. When I opened the door, my brother stood there with his head bowed, snow melting into the carpet like evidence. We share a face. Tonight, we didn't share a life. His eyes were red, not drunk red, not tired red, the kind that comes from swallowing pain until it turns acidic. He didn't say my name. He stepped inside and collapsed onto the chair by the door like gravity had finally been allowed to work. I closed the door slowly. Locks are loud in silence. "Say it," I told him. My voice didn't move. He shook his head. His hands trembled. I watched his wedding ring scrape against his knuckle, raw and bruised beneath. "They said if I told anyone," his voice cracked once, only once, "they'd make it worse." That word, they. Something inside me aligned, clean, cold. I poured 2 glasses. He didn't touch his. "What did they do?" I asked. He looked up then, really looked, and for the first time in my life, my twin looked afraid of the people who were supposed to love him. His story came in fragments, controlled, like he'd rehearsed it to survive. His wife, smiles like knives. Her mother, whispers that rot. His brothers, hands heavy, words heavier. Jokes that landed like punches. Accidents, doors locked, phones taken. Truth rewritten until he started apologizing for breathing. I listened, still. Inside, something paced. He'd tried to leave once. They told him he was nothing without them, that no one would believe him, that I wouldn't believe him. I almost laughed. "They know us," he said quietly. "They know we're identical." That's when it clicked. Not anger, strategy. We'd done it as kids, switched places to escape consequences, fool teachers, fool girlfriends. This wasn't a game anymore. "You want out?" I said. He nodded. "You want them exposed?" I added. His silence was confirmation. I leaned back, studied his bruises like data points, patterns, timing. "We don't call the police," I said. "Not yet." He flinched. "We don't confront," I continued. "We observe." I slid my glass toward him. He finally drank. "Christmas is perfect," I said. "They won't see anything coming." We planned without emotion. Clothes, phone, mannerisms, his nervous tells, my absence of them. I memorized their routines like scripture, every insult disguised as humor, every threat wrapped in concern. I stepped into his life like it had always been mine. They didn't notice the difference. That was the worst part. His wife smiled wider when she thought she had control. Her mother tested boundaries with casual cruelty. Her brothers circled, predatory, waiting for submission. I gave them none. I listened, recorded, watched them contradict themselves, caught reflections in mirrors, faces enjoying the damage they caused. At night, I sent everything to myself. Dates, times, audio, video, proof. They grew uncomfortable. Abusers always do when the script changes. "You've been different," his wife said one night. I met her eyes, calm, empty. "Maybe I finally remembered who I was," I said. She laughed nervously. "Good." I invited them over, Christmas lights still up, the lie of warmth intact. I placed my phone on the table and pressed play. Their voices filled the room, unfiltered, unforgivable. The room collapsed inward. My brother walked in behind them, alive, watching. His wife's face drained first, then her mother's. The brothers stood, fists clenched, too late. I didn't raise my voice. "I'm not him," I said. "I'm worse." I slid copies of everything across the table, legal names highlighted, employers CC'd, messages scheduled. "Touch him again," I continued softly, "and this becomes public." They tried to speak. I stood. "We're done." They begged, apologized, blamed stress, childhood trauma, each other. I watched like a scientist. My brother said nothing. That was his power now. We walked out together. Their house felt smaller behind us. Later, alone, I poured the whiskey down the sink. My brother sleeps peacefully now, somewhere safe, healing. As for me, I learned something that night. Monsters don't fear anger, they fear clarity, and once they know you see them, they never sleep the same again.